The first released trailer of Sony Pictures' Morbius gave fans their first glance at Jared Leto's Spider-Man miscreant turned solo star. The recording footage gives devotees of the living vampire, Sony Marvel Universe, and Marvel Cinematic Universe a ton of reason to dive into. Here is my breakdown of the trailer and everything significant that appeared. The story of the trailer sets up is very like Morbius' roots in the comics, plagued and tormented by an uncommon disease of the blood. Splendid researcher cum scientist Michael Morbius analyzed to find a cure or medicament that will spare his life. The character in the trailer is seen thinking about debilitated kids and talking at open occasions about them. Morbius appears as a rule to be viewed as a benevolent master fighting for a good cause or battling for a decent motivation. In contrast to the comics, however, the trailer portrays the sickness as tempting Morbius from a lot prior age, binding him to braces and making his body truly fragile. So, a shot of a child in a room of hospital beds playing chess hints at Morbius' advanced intellect even from an early age, yet in addition shows the misery that will drive Morbius to such unbelievable lengths for his experiments. In the wake of considering bats in his lab, he goes to a foggy island where he holds up at the mouth of a cavern and opens a wound to draw a swarm of bats. Every other person on the campaign appears to be frightened, but not Morbius. Anyway, if you are new and want a decent homemade channel to put a quality content for you, no rush. Just subscribe, it's damn free, and connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check the links in the description, it will help you to find us. Alright, let's move on to the breakdown number 1. The breakdown number 1. Power. The trailer flaunts a portion of Morbius' superpowers while he was slight and wiped out previously. After his trials, his body swells with muscles as he flaunts his upgraded enhanced strength, quality, and speed. Those might be standard forces for the superhuman set. However, Morbius likewise flaunts his echolocation, conveying vibrations that filter and scan the environs around him. In addition to those different forces or powers, Morbius employs sharp claws like fatal weapons, climb along walls, very much like the spider adversary, and he is known for battling and seems at a certain point to bound about in clouds of mist, just as though teleporting, or stride and stalk through the shadows like Bram Stoker Dracula. Anyway, moving on to the breakdown number 2. Is Spidey a murderer? In spite of the fact that the news is somewhat less stunning after the screen capture was previously leaked, there is no missing the minute in the trailer when Morbius strolls by an image of Spider-Man with murderer graffitized across it. The picture bears a striking similitude to the Sam Raimi's time Spider-Man costume included in the PS4 Spider-Man computer game also. In spite of the fact that murderer appears to be a distinct reference to the consummation of Spider-Man Far From Home, in which the main titular hero was framed for the murder of that film's villain, Quentin Beck, also known as Mysterio. Breakdown number 3. Morbius turns into the living vampire. The trailer doesn't avoid comic exactness with regards to Morbius' look. While Jared Leto wears little cosmetic makeup while depicting Morbius all through a significant part of the trailer, the end uncovers his full change into the living vampire, his skin pale white, his eyes bloody red, and his highlights honed to those of a bat. Obviously, that doesn't mean this will be some straight horror movie, as a barely noticeable reference close to the end of the trailer makes reference to how Morbius has been playing the hero for a significant part of the story. While Morbius' last debut and a great part of the trailer trappings may have the vibe of a blood and gore movie, but there is still unmistakably a superhuman focus sneaking in the shadows. Coming to our last and fourth breakdown of this movie, The Vulture. The reference to Morbius being hero originates from a familiar face and fills in as the trailer's greatest bomb. While the character isn't named in the trailer on screen, character is Michael Keaton is as of now notable for his job as Adrian Toomes, the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. His grin even lights up with a similar red lighting as in his acclaimed personality disclosure scene from Homecoming, and the association comes as gigantic news for the Sony studios. While the predecessor movie Venom was controlled in its references to Spider-Man, the trailer immediate association specifically to the Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man comes as a stun. Marvel and Sony dispute and debates with each other over the copyrights were canvassed in detail all through 2019. Yet the new trailer comes as a guarantee that a compensation between the studios could be seen that would check an entirely different section in the empire of cinematic universe. That's all for now, folks. Kindly subscribe to this channel, and if you have any queries, please comment down below. And this film Morbius, directed by Daniel Espinosa, Morbius star Jared Leto as the main character, Matt Smith as Lucius Crown, Adrian Arizona as Martin Bancroft, Tracy Gibson as Agent Stroud, and Jared Harris is an undisclosed job. The film is set to be discharged July 31, 2020. So that's all for now. Till then, stay tuned, stay happy.